Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's weather forecast, we are going to be going over the tropics, which we do have Hurricane Oscar, which has just developed. We also will be going over a pretty strange weather pattern across the United States, which will likely bring severe weather to the southwest back into the central plains, and we will also see a huge warm up by the end of this month. But if you're new here to the YouTube channel, or if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys getting me a little bit closer to 600 subscribers, which is what we meant to do before this weekend. But it's okay though, as long as you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel, that will be great. And I do apologize for not being able to keep you guys updated the last couple of days, but since my files finally worked, I am able to finally keep you guys updated now. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up too as well. Those help out more than you know. And of course, leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below that you have. You can leave anything down below as long as it's respectful. But let's first go ahead and look at the tropics. And as you guys see, we have Hurricane Oscar across, parts of the Atlantic Ocean, which, is currently only a Category 1 hurricane, so it's not the worst, but this will start to make a turn like that by the time it passes Cuba. So Hurricane Oscar will still continue to bring some pretty major impacts, especially to parts there of eastern Cuba, so we will need to continue to watch it extremely closely. And yeah, it's exactly going to be doing what I said, as it is going to be making landfall in eastern Cuba and pretty much going to be, turning out to sea. So thankfully this isn't going to bring the worst impacts, but this is still looking to bring some pretty extreme impacts, like I said, to eastern Cuba. So any of you guys in eastern Cuba need to make sure you guys do have your hurricane action plans in place, just in case, as we will likely continue to see this, maybe even strengthen a little bit while it's still offshore, but will pretty much make landfall in the next few hours. So make sure you are getting extremely prepared before this system really dumps a lot of extreme impacts, including unsurvivable storm surge. Let's now go ahead and take a look at the total rainfall for the next few days. And as you guys can see, the total rainfall for the next few days with Hurricane Oscar, we can expect there to be 12 plus inches of rainfall across parts there of eastern Cuba, and that will be as Hurricane Oscar continues to make landfall, and then this will likely bring anywhere from 4 to 6 inches across parts there of the Bahamas, and we could maybe even see some isolated totals in the Bahamas of up to a foot. So you guys in the Bahamas need to also make sure you guys are prepared for some pretty big impact from the system, as this will continue to dump a lot of heavy rainfall on you guys. So please get prepared before this even gets to you guys. Let's now go ahead and take a look at what we are seeing across the United States now. Now, this is part of the strange pattern about, what we're going to be dealing with for the next few days. And we are having a huge storm there across the southwest, heading from Utah all the way down into parts there of western Texas. So you guys, in the lower elevations will likely see severe storms these next couple of days, and we will be going over those in just a second. But you guys in the higher elevations, especially there in Colorado, could definitely be getting a lot of heavy snowfall, as we will continue to see this system last for a pretty long time. Let's now go ahead and look at the severe weather outlook for the rest of today. And as you guys can see, we do have a slight risk for severe weather across parts there of eastern New Mexico. So if you guys do live in eastern New Mexico, make sure you got your tornado action plan in place, just in case, as we do have a large 2% risk for tornadoes with a small embedded 5% in there. So if you live in either one of those, make sure you do have your tornado action plan in place, just in case, like I said, as we will continue to see those storms continue as we head into tonight and then And same with hail, we may see, some wind across that area, and same with hail, like I said. And I meant to say wind with that one, but this is the hail threat right here, as we also do have a 15% risk for large hail embedded in that. So if you do live across eastern Mexico, be aware of both tornadoes, damaging winds, and some large hail, while the main concern looks to be tornadoes along with some large hail. Let's now go ahead and look at tomorrow. As that storm will continue to move towards the east, we are expecting maybe another round of isolated severe storms as we head into tomorrow, with still a risk for maybe a few tornadoes there across parts there, central Kansas, heading into extreme southern Nebraska. But main concern looks to be those widespread damaging winds, as this even does continue into the Oklahoma and as well as the Texas panhandle. But same with hail, we do expect there to be some risk for large hail too, as well, as we head into tomorrow. So from what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, it really does look to be the tornado threat looking to be the most concerning thing. But like I said, main concern for tomorrow really does look to be those damaging winds and large hail, especially because of how big it is. So definitely be aware about that if you live in the Panhandle, Oklahoma, Texas, all the way up there towards southern Nebraska. Let's now go ahead and still take a look at this strange weather pattern that's still ongoing. And this is just to let you guys know how much more strange this could be. And one of the strange, things we're going to see is, as we head into later October, this will be on Halloween, where we see a huge surge of warm air move on in from the Gulf of Mexico, which will likely bring above normal temperatures across much of the eastern and central United States, guys. So we need to be watching this extremely closely as we head into the later part of this month. But even the west coast over here dealing with some below average temperatures as we head into Halloween. So obviously not gonna be like the worst, especially because not all of the United States is likely to see above average temperatures, but still going to be seeing much of the United States in above average temperatures as we head into Halloween, which will be good news because last Halloween sure was cold. Let's now go ahead and look at November, and this is still going to continue to be pretty strange as we head into the next few weeks. And this does show above normal temperatures there for November across much of the eastern United States, and that's very similar to what we just saw right there, as we do see much above average temperatures by Halloween, but still continuing to see much above average temperatures as we head into November. So like I said, this is looking to be pretty strange as we head into November. So we will certainly need to, be watching this weather pattern extremely closely. And I mean, this could certainly bring a pretty wild storm track kind of like this as we head into November. So we are going to be keeping an eye on it super closely as we head into November, as we are kind of on the edge of a weak La Nina already. But the jet stream will probably be more like this, especially because areas in the lower Ohio Valley look to be seeing that potential for some heavy snow, and then it will likely continue towards the northeast right there. So obviously, a pretty strange jet stream right there as we head into November. And the National Weather Service is saying that we could see a similar situation. Okay, they've been looking at models to figure this stuff out too as well, and they are also pointing out some well above average temperatures across much of the United States, and they don't even show that the western United States will see below average temperatures. So that's definitely going to be interesting right there as we head into November. But for the precipitation though, look how dry it could be as we head into November. Almost all the southern United States, especially New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, back into Mississippi and Louisiana, could be extremely dry. Okay, like I said, this is going to be, a pretty wild setup as we head into November, as, this jet stream will be somewhere to the north there of Arkansas, okay? This could either be like this, Or it could be like this, okay? This, really just depends on what we see as we head into November, but I think it will most likely be something like this, as, these areas, even though in the Ohio Valley, could really well experience quite a bit of it. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's weather forecast. I hope you guys, will continue to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I just did an upgrade, and this is my green screen behind me right here. I know you guys can't see it, but that's because I already added a profile picture on it, so whenever it sees green, it will pull up that image, and that's exactly what's right behind my face right now. So I hope you guys like that new background that I put it on my picture. You guys should appreciate that a lot. And I also did make some changes to my thumbnails, which, I made them look really cool, by the way. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you guys would like me to continue to do more upgrades, like buy a new computer, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave likes, and of course, make sure to comment anything down below. And like I said, you can do that as long as it's respectful. And I hope you guys all have a great week.